quite a few of you have been roasting us in the comments about, oh, your van's too heavy. And really, the thought never crossed our mind even until we started reading these comments. So today we're gonna put it to the test and find out exactly how much our van weighs.
For those of you that don't know, we have the largest Ram Promaster that they make, well, at least in 2019. It's a 3500 159-inch extended version.
When you're building a van, there's two things that you should strongly consider: weight and weight distribution. Obviously, you don't want to frame it up with 2x6s like you would a home because it would get way too heavy way too quickly. And then the other thing is you want to be aware of how much weight is on each side of the van. That way you're not going down the road with a gangster lean because you'd put too much weight on the passenger or too much weight on the driver's side.
Typically, these vans are purchased by contractors who load them down with tools and materials. Heck, even Amazon uses them to deliver who knows what with.
To ensure that this is an accurate test, we'll be filling our van up with all the things: water, propane, and gas. Not to mention, we also have about 5 gallons of gray water in our gray water tank as well, and it's super unlikely that all of these things will be filled up at the exact same time, but just for the sake of the test, we're going to do it this one time and see exactly how much our van weighs. Now that we're filled up with water, it's time to put the essentials in. That should do it. Before we head to the weigh station, we have 2 more stops to ensure we're at full weight. And right now, we're headed to the gas station.
Now that we're filled up, next stop's propane. We're currently on the scales. Kind of nerve-wracking because if our van's too heavy, I don't know what we're gonna do. Moment of truth. Here we go. We came in at 8,800. According to cars.com, our gross vehicle weight is 9,350 pounds, and we're about 500 pounds below that with everything topped off and all of our junk in the trunk.
After weighing our van, we've considered different ways that we actually could have saved weight and keep our same design and the same furnishings that we have. The first way would be to use 1/2-inch plywood rather than 3/4 on quite a bit of our build. We thought 3/4 was more structurally sound, especially for things like our bulkhead and our benches and other things like that. But really and truly, we probably could have gotten away with 1/2-inch. The other way is we could have used 13/16 unistrut rather than the 1 5/8 unistrut, and that would have saved weight on our solar rack and also the bed frame that we have. Other than that, I don't really know what else we could have done to keep things the way that they are. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or come up with any ways that you think that we could have saved more weight, be sure to drop them in the comments because we're super interested in knowing that.
Thanks for tuning into this week's video, and we'll see you next week.